Hey Dave, how are you?
How you doing, Jorge?
I'm good. Just checking in with Cody. Is the plan still for him to play on Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday center field, and then we'll see how he responds, and then we might get him to be a DH, something like that on Wednesday or something. But yeah, Tuesday.
Do you anticipate him playing pretty much every day, or what's that going to be like? Or I guess not every day, but
It's more of how he feels, but I'm not sure his rehab progression. So I doubt every day in the field. But the goal still is to get him ready for opening day, whatever that looks like.
how about Dustin May? What's his plan?
Yeah, Dustin's going to start on Monday, and he's going to go 3 innings for us.
Okay. And is the plan still for cuts for tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow. Yep. Tomorrow morning, there's going to be a big wave of guys going to the other side.
Okay, just it's kind of like the halfway point here in the Cactus League schedule. Just wondering what stood out to you, who or what has stood out to you in these couple of weeks? Anything at
Well,
all?
I think a lot. I think that, I think probably front of mind is how many young players that we brought to camp that really showed well, that were just recently drafted in the last few years. Position players, pitchers. There's just too many to name, to be quite honest. I think that what Gonsolin has done over the winter is really stands out. I think Dennis, what he's done has really stood out. So those kind of right now for me are really good takeaways. I love the catching where those Will and Austin are at, and Cavert came in really good shape. So I just love, again, our depth on the position player side and the pitching side all the way around. It's been a good camp.
And just lastly for me, these games moving forward, is it like, do you guys still have to agree on the innings? What's sort of the rule
Yeah,
there?
I think that it's 9 innings unless we both agree to go 7 or 8. But I think that tonight through Wednesday for sure is going to be 9 innings, and then we'll kind of see where we're at on Thursday. We have a B game on Tuesday against the White Sox. But yeah, 9 innings, and you can't roll innings now. You can reinsert a pitcher, and the 3 batter minimum is alive now.
Next question's from Bill Plunkett. Go ahead.
Yeah, Dave, what does a B game mean in today's setup?
I think it's just more of just trying to figure out guys that we want to, get innings, and we can kind of do what we want to build guys up, still have that latitude. And also if there's some guys on each club that wants to get some extra bats.
So it'd just be on one of the backfields here?
Yeah, it would be on the White Sox field this next one on Tuesday.
What have you thought about the quality of Bellinger's at bats and the swings he's taken so far?
I think really good, especially considering he hasn't seen live pitching in quite some time. I think he's in a great spot where he's at. Yeah.
Do you like where he is with his mechanics? Does it look the same as last year? Does it look the same as 19?
He's a little bit more open than he was to finish last year, but that's kind of intentional. And he's getting off good swings. So, and he's seeing the baseball really well.
And you care to mention the opening day starter? Can we discuss that yet?
Yeah.
We'll wait till tomorrow.
Clayton will start.
How did you come to that conclusion?
A lot of conversations.
And what were the factors that led you to Clayton once again?
I think that we all talked collectively, and there's really no wrong decision. I just feel that he's earned it. He's the right guy for the spot for 2021. For every reason, I think it just makes the most sense.
Was there how much of the discussion centered on maybe lining it up so that he would start the home opener?
I don't think that we really I think that we all talked and we just feel good that that was the right thing. And yeah, we talked about the home opener, but ultimately the decision was that he was going to start the opening day.
Was there a sentiment that it'd be better for him not to start the home opener so that he could enjoy the ring ceremony and such?
There might be something to that. Yeah.
And do you want to tell us what the rest of the rotation might line up as?
We're going to hold off, Bill.
Good. Something to talk about the next 2 weeks.
There you go.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you.
Hey, Dave, kind of a vague question, but what kind of stood out to you today?
I thought the pitching, the line score doesn't tell the whole story. I thought our pitchers came out with good stuff. I thought all of them did. We got Julio, built up with his pitch count. That first inning got sort of long, but at the end of the day, we got him, up and down 3 times, got him up to 40-something pitches. I thought Kenley came out through the ball well, Trinan. I thought Jimmy Nelson threw 2 innings really well. Corey continues to stay hot. We're taking good at bats. And so I thought overall, the score wasn't indicative of how we played. I thought, we played pretty well.
Did Julio kind of want to stay in that first inning? I kind of saw you talking to him a little bit, or were you just explaining to him the rules?
He just didn't understand. He threw 26 pitches his last outing, and then he was up to 30 pitches in that first inning. So for us to have a chance of him going back out there for that second and potentially third inning, I wanted to do that reentry rule. So I think that obviously he's in there competing and he wants to stay in there, but I think he understood what was going on later.
Thanks, Dave.
Yep.
The next question is from Bill Plunkett. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, Dave, what does Kenley's cutter look like? Are you getting the movement you want?
I couldn't tell as much from the side, but I thought that to pop that lefty up, for that second out, and I thought the swing and miss for that last out for the strikeout, I thought was really good with the cutter. I liked the way he landed the first pitch breaking ball and that one at bat. Outside of that, I really couldn't tell, but I could tell those two in particular were really good.
With Jimmy Nelson, he's looked really good, but to be honest, the chances of him landing in the starting rotation aren't good. If he's in the bullpen, do you have to be, kid gloves with him because of his injury history?
I wouldn't say kid gloves, but I think that just understanding what he's been through over the last few years certainly needs to be taken into consideration, and regardless of the role. And Jimmy understands that. He just wants to be on the club, help us pitch meaningful innings. And, at that point in time, it's a conversation with us, him, the training staff to give him the best chance to stay on the field and be productive.
Are we looking at another candidate for a 3 innings every third day type of role?
I think that right now we just want to keep, whether it's 2 or 3 innings next time, keep kind of moving forward and seeing, once we get to opening day, see where we're at. But obviously, for Jimmy to be able to build up as much as makes sense for him, certainly bodes better for the Dodgers, and we'll kind of see where we're at that point in time.
Have you been impressed with the way he's pitched so far?
Yeah, I have. I think that, in years past, the curveball obviously plays the life to the fastball. And I'm just really impressed with the command of the fastball. It's been really commanded, and also he really commands that breaking ball. So to be able to get left and right out, it's been really very impressive this spring.
Thank you.
Yep.
Next question is from Hardy Castillo. Go ahead.
Dave, just being around Kenley the last few weeks, what's his mindset like? What have your conversations with him been like?
I haven't talked to Kenley a lot this camp, and not that that's a bad thing. I think that he's really focused on kind of, keeping up with his body, which he's really worked hard on this past winter. The consistency of the delivery, I thought he's repeated the last couple outings. And so I like where he's at. I really do like where he's at. And so probably get a few days off and get back out there. But I think that the mind has been, and the work has been very consistent.
Do you think he perhaps has he's thinking he has something to prove here this year, contract year? What happened in October?
You know, I think so. I think so. And I think that's a good thing. Anytime you get a very talented, motivated player, whatever the motivation might be, I think that's a good thing. And that's a good thing for him. And that's a good thing for the Dodgers. So, yeah, I definitely think he's motivated or if you want to put it as something to prove. But, bottom line is I like where he's at.